Today, I'm showing you how to create your own budget step by step using our free budgeting template. Oh yes, remember I said in our last video that I'm going to be giving us a free budgeting template, and yeah, I have it today. So you want to stay to the end of this video to know how to get it. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining us for the first time, or if you're just seeing me for the first time, hello, hi, I'm Matilda. I'm your finance girly, an accountant who is also on her way to getting her ACIB. So thank you for stopping by and thank you for clicking on my video. You are highly welcome. On this channel, we talk about how to manage your money better, how to spend better while getting the bigger bag, and how to reach your money goals without breaking the bank. In part 1, we talked about what budgeting really is, and we explained it in a very simple way. So if you're yet to see that video, you might want to pause this one. I think I left a link in the description box. I'm going to do that. So you might want to go and watch that one first before coming to see this one. So this one makes more sense, if you get what I mean. Today, I'm showing you how to create your monthly budget step by step using our free template. Let's dive in. So the first step is to know your income. How much are you earning monthly? Is it your salary? Is it alawi? Is it side hustle? Do you have a business? Do you have allowances that are coming in? So this could be 100,000. Let's say you're earning 100,000, you're earning 200,000, you're earning 500,000. So you want to know how much, or you have an estimate of how much you earn monthly for those doing business. So the second step is you want to know your expenses. List out all your monthly expenses. Is this transportation? Is it rent? Is it feeding? Is it data? Is it airtime? You want to list them all out. So if you're not really sure of how much you spend in a month, you might want to track for 1 month, right? So to track for 1 month, you can use Good Budget. These are apps you can use to track. So, right? So you can use Good Budget, you can use Expensify, you can use YNAB. So what this does for you is any expenses you make on a daily basis, you can just go on the app and just put it there. So I will leave a screen or something on what the app looks like. So another thing I want to point out is I usually prefer spending directly from my account, right? I have a separate account for anything expenses. When I've calculated for the month that, okay, this is how much I will be spending for the month, I like to put that in an account so I spend directly from there. So what this does for you is it makes tracking really easy for you. So once you just go on the app, you'll be able to see, okay, this is how much I spend and what. And that description part on when you want to make a transfer, I usually like to make use of it very, very well. So once you want to make any transfer, once you just click on the description, is it food you're paying for? In fact, is it rice you bought? Write it. Is rice? Is it water you bought? I usually like to write it water so that when you want to track your expenses, maybe at the end of the day or at the end of the week, it is easier for you to do. So another thing I also like to point out is I don't usually like to carry cash, or else it's just for transportation, because when you are holding cash, it's really hard for you to track what you spent the money on. Or else after the whole day, you're able to come back home, sit down and start to think, oh, I spent money on bottled water. Oh, I bought this, I bought food, I bought all that. Unless you're able to do that, right? But if you know you won't remember, I usually prefer to just pay directly from my account. And you really want to be honest about it, because you see those little things that you think that, oh, it's nothing. It's even those things that are even taking your money more than the things that you feel are big. So the next step is you want to use the 50-30-20 rule to categorize. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. So you can still adjust this to your preference, but let's just use this as a starting point. It's a really good place to start. So the next step is to fill in the budget templates. Oh yes, this is where our budgeting template comes in. So I'll be using a voiceover to do that on the screen.
Hello beautiful people, welcome to my screen. Okay, so let's start. So this is what the template looks like. Let me scroll so you can see. This is what it looks like. So the first thing you want to do is you want to come somewhere by the side here like I did and list out what all you want to be spending on in the month. Okay, so here the first thing that we see here, it says needs. So you want to come here by the side and list out all the needs that you have for the month, which I have done here. So what do you want to spend money on in the month? And when we say needs, we mean things that are really, really essential, what you need for your everyday living, which is food, transportation, data, all those essential things. So the next thing here says wants. So we're going to go ahead and list out our wants. So wants are things that we want to get them, but not like they are so important like that. But it's part of the things you would like to have. You can come here and list them. This could be maybe something like clothes, something like a handbag, something like hair. You can put them here. Then the next thing, and when I say hair, it goes in two ways. If it's hair that, okay, you need to make your hair for the month, it actually comes under needs. But when you say, okay, you want to get a wig, that comes under wants, if you get what I mean. Okay, so the next thing here says savings. So we're going to come here and list out our savings. This will be, okay, where do you want to save in? Where do you want to invest in for the month? And then you put it, then any other thing you would like to put here, you're just going to come here and put that there. Okay, so let's continue. So the basic thing is just to have everything down. So like we said in the video, you want to track your expenses to know what exactly you spend money on. So I believe that by now you already know what you're spending your money on. So which means you now know what to spend your money on, therefore you're able to do this here. So now let's come back into the main template. If you look at the main template, see that we have a part that says budgeted, actual, and remaining. So let me explain this and then status. So for budgeted, here if you say, let's say first of all, in this part that says monthly income, the monthly income section is where you put any amount you earn. So let's say for someone that earns, let's say 30,000 naira, just watch what happens now. 30,000 naira, and you just click on enter. It brings out the whole thing for you. So what this means on the budgeted side is that it has divided the amount with what is here. So as you can see on this first place, it said needs 60%, wants 30%, savings 10%. So it has divided the money accordingly to the percentage that you put here. So let's assume you want to change the percentage. Okay, you don't want to do on 60%, you want to spend half of your money on your needs. That's 50%, 0.5. Click enter, it calculates with that. Then you come here. Okay, maybe this one you want to make this one 25%. Then you want to save 25%. And as you see, as I'm making adjustments up there, it is adjusting down here. So what you also want to pay attention to is whenever you're calculating, and make sure everything you're doing here is equals to 1 or equals to 100%. So like you won't be having a high number or calculating something that is incorrect. So let's look at what we've done. So if I highlight this, if I come down here to where it says sum, I will see that it's showing 1, which means it is accurate. So if you have anything below or above this, which means you need to come back here and make an adjustment. So with that said, let's continue. So when we come to this place that says actual, this is where we're now going to fill in these things that we've calculated here. So okay, for your TFare, let's say you calculated 2.5 for TFare. Let's put that here, click enter, and we have, you see, notice that there's now a figure on this remaining here. So which means when you say 3,000 minus 2.5, what you have here is 500 now, which means that's the balance from what has been allocated here. Okay, so let's assume you budgeted something like 4,000 naira for feeding. That was what you calculated for the month. Just click enter. You see that you are going to be overspending 1,000 naira. But did you also notice that on this place it is still saying okay, because the amount is still within what is in this first place? If you get what I mean, please. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section and I'll be so glad to answer your questions. It is still within this 15,000 naira up here, which means we are still in line, even though it is saying overspent here. So this one is just to show you that, okay, this 15,000 naira has been divided by this 5. 3 times 5 is 15. So that you know that it has been divided by these 3 numbers here. So let's assume you say, me, I have more than what is here. What if I want to include something, or what if I want to add? Besides, you can always come here and edit whatever is here. Let's change it to something like school. You can do that. Or you come and say, okay, I have something else I want to put inside here. I want to include it in this place. All you can do is, you can do it in two ways. Either you highlight the way I have done, you right click, and then insert. So on this place, it will show you two things. You click on the one below, table row above, or whatever it brings up for you. All you know you are clicking is table row above. You click on it, and yeah, here you are. So if you come here, you click on this edge, the place the one that shows you the black small plus. Click on it and you drag down. You come here, do the same thing. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to make the formula apply to the new column we've just created, and drag down. Okay, so now we find out that, oh, you're like, but the amount here is now the same thing. Now if we should add this one, you find out that here it's giving us 18,000 naira. So what do? It is because you still have a blank space here. So Excel is looking at it that you still have not completed the I don't know how to put it, but I shall know you get what I mean. But once we come here and say, okay, let's put something like food. Once we fill that up and we click enter, you see it adjusts the whole thing, right? It adjusts it. So you have to make sure that everything here is filled up, and then you will get an accurate figure here. So let's assume we come here. Now we want to include the second way we can include a new row. So just come here. So this one is going to select the whole thing downwards, and then you right click from the edge here that you clicked on. You right click, then you click on insert. You see we have a new row. So you just do the same thing, drag down. You just do the same thing, drag down. Make sure you fill something in this empty space, and that's it. So I'm just going to Control Z that. You don't need that extra column exactly, and we are here. Okay, so I've gone ahead to fill in the book, to fill in this sheet, as you can see here. So if you find out, you see that, okay, this one here is saying that we are close. So what does it mean here? We are close to meeting what is here. So this is like a warning, it's giving you like a warning, and here it says okay, because we are still kind of far away from meeting what is here. So this actual plus remaining, we are going to get our budgeted amount. So when we come down here, it's saying that we have overspent too. So you might want to now adjust here. You may now want to make some adjustments here. So if you come here and say, okay, for someone that earns 70,000 naira, click on enter, and this is it. All right. So I think this gives a basic explanation of what this template looks like, and I hope it is really easy for you to do. I really want to hear from you in the comments section. So let's get back into the video. So in my next video, I'm going to be doing how I'm going to be budgeting 100,000 naira salary. So if you feel like, oh, you earn so little, how am I going to make use of this? No problem, I got you. And in that next one, I'm going to be making use of a phone for people that are like, I don't have a system. So I'm going to be making use of a phone. So I'm going to be putting up a template that you can just make use of right from your phone. So thank you for watching, and
it's in the description, and I'm also going to be pinning it in the comment section. So we're also going to be getting a bonus money cheat sheet go. Like, let me not bite my mouth. Okay, so what this does for you is it gives you like a guide. So when it comes to saving, right, which is really the point of this whole budgeting thing, is for you to be able to know how to manage your money better and also be able to save in all of this. So what this does for you is to give you like a guide, right? So what you would do is, okay, you go on it and say, okay, this is how much I want to save in the remaining 6 months of this year. We're already in Q2. So this is how much I want to save in the remaining months of this year. This is how much I'm saving for, even for December. You can even say, okay, this is how much I'm saving for short term, 6 months. This is how much I want to have by 5 years. Just give you like a guide, right? So you can just put it down. And I feel like having like a target of how much you want to make, or how much you want to save, or how much you want sitting in your account or in your investments gives you like a goal, like you're like, oh, I want to hit this target. It is way better than just doing it blindly. So the next step is to adjust as needed. So you want to keep adjusting it to your preference. As you make more money, you want to keep upscaling it. Okay, this I didn't do better in last month. You will see, okay, these are the where I spend more money and I would like to cut that down. You can keep adjusting it to your taste. And that's it. You just created your first budget. So if you use the template and you find it a bit confusing, don't worry, I got you. In the next video, which is the part 3, I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to budget 100,000 naira salary. So if you're feeling like, my salary is small, calm down. We're going to work through it together. If you don't want to miss it, see you in part 3. Stay blessed.